91.9 Bright FM, 91.9 Bright FM. Friends tayo.
DWBL-FM 91.9.
Thank you and mayang pagagparambon po, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And we have this very, very special program for our long-time partner, the ABCs for Global Health. And we do have, of course, our beloved Dr. Juliet Gabiola, the founder and the chairman of ABCs for Global Health. And we have with us, especially those who are on live feed, no, on our Facebook social media accounts. Maybe you can see us in the screen. No, we have some international medical students here, and I think later on they will introduce themselves. And we have two doctors from Stanford University. And maybe I think we will give each and every one of you the chance to greet our listeners and our viewers, no? Maybe we can start with Doctor.
Magandang hapon sa lahat.
Yeah. Okay. And maybe you can introduce your name, sir.
So I'm a physician and professor at Stanford University and have done a lot of international work, done work in Thailand and Burma with the Burmese refugees, worked down in Haiti after the earthquake, done some work in Nicaragua, as well as several other countries. And I'm a colleague of Dr. Gabiola's, and was very excited to hear the work that she's doing. It feels very aligned with the work that I've been doing for years, and it's been amazing to meet the people here in the Philippines, the big heart that I feel here, and also all of the need that we're addressing. So it's from just the short time that we've been here, been a very rewarding time getting to know the people and the projects and being able to care for folks along the way.
Yes, it's your first time here in the Philippines?
This is my first time. Yes.
Wow. My gosh. I'm really thrilled, and we are privileged to have you here, especially here in the province of Pampanga. And of course, the next one, Doctor.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Dr. Millian. I'm one of the professors and doctors at Stanford, a colleague of Dr. Gabiola's, and I've done some work in Africa. We have also a program, an international program,
okay.
Global Outreach. It focuses on cancer and not just general medical issues. And it's in East Africa, where Nairobi, as well as Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. So I've had an interest. I have been to Tacloban in 2013, outreach program with Dr. Gabiola, and had a wonderful experience. So I'm back now to get a better understanding of what's going on in the global health community. And so far it's been a wonderful experience and really enjoying myself. So I look forward to it. We've only been here 2 days so far.
Okay.
So this is our third day. And the first 2 days was at the Archdiocese right
That's
next
right, yeah.
where we're staying. And I roughly saw about 200 to 300 patients.
300.
And it's been a great experience. The patients come in, they get excellent care. They get free medication of the ones that we have on our formulary. And I think there's just a world of good that is happening in your community with this health program.
That's right. And I think, because of your experiences and the countries that you've been with, I guess you have the wealth of experience and wisdom, no, regarding how to, get in touch and reach out with different peoples and cultures.
Yeah.
And that is something very enriching, especially to all of you who are still active in teaching in Stanford, right?
Right. Well, we have to give back. What we're given, we have to give back, and this is a wonderful way to do it. So
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, let's go to the first one. Maybe you can use the microphone.
Okay, hi. I'm Nadia. So I'm from Hong Kong.
Okay.
We just finished our year one. So I'm in medical school in Hong Kong. And service work is always something that I was interested in and really touched my heart. So when I heard about Professor Gabiola's work through our university, it was something that I was really interested in. And the past few days I've learned a lot, talked to really interesting people. So I'm really grateful to be here.
Yes, we have a lot of Filipinos there in Hong Kong, you know.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Yes, it's just, a few hours from the Philippines. Yes, thank you. The next one?
Hello, my name is Lavina. Like Nadia, I just finished my first year at the University of Hong Kong Medical School, and we're going to our second year. And the Philippines was always a country that I've wanted to visit since, like you said, there are a lot of Filipinos in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So I've had the chance to sort of try the food and experience the culture a little bit in Hong Kong, but it's way different when you're actually here in the Philippines. So I'm glad that I'm able to come here and experience it, while also furthering my medical career. And also, I feel like I've learned a lot outside of the classroom and how to apply the stuff we learned during our lessons in real life during these past few days.
Yeah, I'm amazed because you look too young. I thought you're high school students. Okay, the next one?
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Elise Nguyen. I am actually a fourth-year high school student in the United States. I was able to attend ABCs for Global Health summer Global Health Immersion program last year. So I was in Pampanga for a month, and I loved it so much. I came back to become a student lead, and I really love working under Dr. Gabiola every single day and kind of seeing her heart to serve other people. She's very, very accomplished, but she spends her time to teach even young students like us.
Yes. Well, that's the good doctor, Okay, next one.
Okay, well, hi everyone. My name is Meg Calampang. I'm a recent graduate at Xavier University in Cincinnati, Ohio. And the funny story about this is the Midwest doesn't really know much about the program, and I'm part of a fellowship that kind of pushed me to reach out to the authors of certain books, and Dr. Gabiola was one of them, and I'm really glad that I did, because then I have the opportunity to be here now. And I've always wanted to come back to the Philippines. I was actually born down in the Visayas in Dumaguete, and so it's kind of been warming to my heart to kind of feel that culture again, be really in touch with the culture, the religion. I'm Catholic also, and being at a Jesuit Catholic school, it's been really life-changing. So yeah, and the work here is amazing, and I can't wait to push my boundaries as a student as well. So
Okay, thank you. What about the two other students?
Hello, my name is Ava Miseray. I'm going into my sophomore year, my second year at high school. It's my first time at ABC Global Health Summer Immersion Program, and I'm having a lot of fun here. My grandparents are from the Philippines, so it's nice to experience the culture here. And I'm also Catholic, so I hope to attend the Mass here. I haven't been able to yet, but I've really enjoyed my experience, and I love working at the clinics.
Yes, okay. The last one?
Hello, my name is Mingyu Xiao. I'm also going into my fourth year at high school in the U.S. I'm
Okay.
really excited to be a co-lead here for the first time, and even though I wasn't here last year like Elise, I'm really happy to meet everyone and experience all the cultures and the medical processes that we are learning here.
Okay, Doc, can you, in a little way, a little bit, maybe you can describe this particular program of inviting international students and allow them to get on board to experience ABCs for Global Health here?
Yeah, thank you. It's been really a privilege to not only serve our countrymen with ABCs for Global Health, but it's even a much more privilege to actually train our youth to be humanitarian and to serve. It's a rare opportunity, but and a very important one that they discover themselves and go beyond themselves in terms of helping others. And thank you for my colleagues, and thank you all, kababayan, for helping support our programs and also utilizing our programs, because together I think we could better your health. Thank you, Father
That's
Pep.
right, and I see future doctors here, with compassion, with heart, no, and I think that this is what we we need, no, every time we extend our healthcare services to others, no. Especially here in the Philippines, we need, a lot of programs like this to be able to especially reach out to the vulnerable, to those who are less fortunate among the small barangays that we have, the towns that we have, no? Anyway, maybe just a few questions for all of you. We start, of course, with the doctor. If what is the most rewarding or impactful moment, no, you personally experienced during this 2-day medical mission, doc?
Well, two patients come to mind.
Okay.
The first was a woman that I saw yesterday who had what's called unstable angina. And that's when angina goes from being just a chronic thing that people don't need to worry about too much to something that's quite concerning.
Okay.
And so she came in to see us, and we talked with her, evaluated her, and decided that she needed to go to the hospital. So I think that was potentially life-saving for her.
That's right.
And another one was somebody who came in quite worried and had back pain, and he was really concerned about his back pain. And after evaluating him, it turned out just to be a tight muscle in his in the back of his leg. And so that was nice, where he came in worried, and we were able to see. I think the other part that was somewhat unexpected in terms of the impact is having all of the students here. And
Really?
I hadn't counted on how much fun they would be, and watching them learn and watching them touch people's lives, watching their lives be touched. It's been incredible to see how they've all come together as a group, and how they were working with all the stations and taking such good care of the patients. So
That's right. Yeah.
it's been very powerful.
Very good. Any impactful moment you experienced during this
Oh, yes,
2-day medical mission?
Yes. So the first day, we saw an interesting woman. She was middle-aged, lived alone, brought in by a neighbor, had a weight loss and a non-productive cough, meaning she wasn't bringing anything up. And so, that could be two things, TB or cancer. And so Dr. Gallo was able to get a chest x-ray right away for her, and the appropriate testing to identify that she probably has TB. And as a cancer doctor, I thought, well, this has got to be cancer. But in the Philippines, it's got to be TB.
Oh, yes.
And so
yes.
that was a great learning experience for me. And, she's going to get, what I've also learned is there is a clinic and supported by the Philippine government to provide care for patients that have TB. They get 6 months of medication and all the appropriate workup. So that was it's pretty. It's endearing. I mean, I think your government is trying very hard to eradicate TB.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. I think that is one sickness that the Department of Health would like to really address. Because we have a lot of cases of TB here in the Philippines,
Yeah. So we saw another woman that was a similar situation, but had very high fevers. She was afraid she couldn't go back to work until she got a letter from the doctor, and so that's what drove her in. And so ABC was able to provide a letter to her employer, but she probably had TB as well. So we kind of had these really sick patient who really wanted to go back to work, and we had to figure out what was going on with her, while the other patient, was a very more chronic issue. So I think TB is a big problem in the country, and it sounds like it's being addressed by the government, which is very nice to hear. Yeah.
Yes, maybe Stanford can do research. Anyway, Let's go to, of course, the students. Maybe if you can share one or two impactful moment or experience that you can never forget, no, during this the 2-day medical mission.
Yeah, I think one for me, which seems like a really small moment, but was actually really impactful for me, was one time I was helping in the pharmacy, so I was distributing medication, and then I saw this little child, and I think he was like a little bit scared, but he was just looking at me from a distance.
Okay.
And then I just like waved back, and he waved back at me, and then we played like hide and seek for like a solid like 2 minutes. So he was just hiding behind the pillar, and we were just smiling back and forth. And I think for me that was really impactful because, like in Hong Kong, it's quite a big and like very fast-paced city. So coming into the Philippines, feeling the culture of like really warmth and like Dr. Gabiola has been really emphasizing the importance of connection and really trying to slow down and understand the patient and connect with the patient. So I think that was a really nice example of how just by stopping and smiling and then playing like hide and seek with this little kid, I could hopefully make him feel a little bit more comfortable in like this sort of loud environment, and that was really heartwarming for me. Yeah.
Wow. You bring that along with you now. Okay. Okay, next one. Any impactful moment or experiences that you had during those 2 days?
So I actually brought this up at the feedback meeting we had internally yesterday. But for us in Hong Kong, and I'm pretty sure everywhere in the world, the medical curriculum is quite demanding and very, very hectic. So in the midst of studying a lot and reading all these books and taking all these hard exams, sometimes it's very easy to forget why we wanted to become a doctor in the first place. But then you have to come into the field and see the real impact you're bringing to all these patients. And especially everyone that I saw over the past 2 days were so thankful and so respectful of our work and so grateful that we were here and they knew we were here to help them. So I think seeing the impact that we're able to make really reminds us why our work is important and why we should keep going as future doctors. So I think this service trip is really important to me in the sense that more than I can serve the people, they can serve me by reminding me of why I wanted to do medicine in the first place.
Yes. Okay. The next one.
Hello. So a really impactful moment for me was actually last year when we visited the Ayala communities. We donated many school supplies and hygiene supplies, and so I was handing them out to the children, and I was getting ready to leave, and a little child dropped his just a cardboard box, and I asked him to pick it up so I can throw it away. And as I turned around to throw it away, I had 4 little children calling to me in the only Filipino I know. He said, "Ate, ate," and there was 4 little children running to me with trash that they collected around. And for me, that was a really big moment of connection. Even though I didn't speak their language, they didn't speak my language, I just felt so much warmth from the little children. And even if I couldn't speak to them through language, I was able to connect with them through what I could do for them and just being able to connect with them in the moment.
Yes. Okay. Wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Next one.
One of the more impactful moments was when I was actually also on consult, and we had a patient who had high blood pressure, and you'd think that she'd be concerned, but she actually came in with the biggest smile and was really happy to be here and get to know me and Dr. Sophia at the time. And by the time her consult ended, despite Dr. Sophia saying, "Stop eating Jollibee and eat healthier foods at home," she was still grateful and gave us big hugs. And I think it kind of reminds me of like the warmth that people have despite of all the noise politically, socially, and it reminds us of who we are and connecting with each other. And especially for a trip like this, it's being with others rather than for others. So
That's right. Okay. Anyone from the back? Okay.
On the first day of our medical mission, I was working with the check-in and registration, and it was really nice to see all of the patients come in. I know some of them were a little bit worried, but I think that we were trying our best to reassure them that it would be okay and that them coming it's really important for their health. And yeah, I think it was also really cute to see all of the parents coming in even with their children to get checked up themselves. So it really just shows how much effort they're trying to put in to receiving health care.
Yes. Okay. The last one.
So also on the first day, I was at the vital station, and I was really nervous at first because this was my first time doing this. And so when I first got there, I was really stressed on like getting all the steps right and getting everything done. But then when I was nervous, I could tell that like the patient in front of me was also a little nervous. So then, but when I started greeting them in their like language, like good morning po, and then saying po at the end of every sentence, they were able to get relaxed more, and I felt more confident. So that was a moment that I felt was really special.
That's right. Maybe I will go back to the two doctors here. I have heard, of course, from you that you have been exposed to so many medical missions outside U.S. No, and what kind of influence, like in terms of perspective on healthcare, or maybe your own medical practice, no, the way you practice medicine in Stanford in the U.S. Have all this created this your exposures and your experiences outside the mainland U.S. Yeah.
So I first started doing medical missions when I was in medical school, and got very lucky in that I met a doctor along the border in Burma that was basically doing her best to provide health care, and with very, very limited resources. And I did what I could to help. I'm a photographer. I was taking pictures, and I gave slideshows to whoever would have me, and brought back a lab and a library, and then just continued to do that every year. And what it did for me is, I think similar to what some people here are saying, is that it woke up my desire to serve.
Okay.
Right? And our culture promotes selfishness. I'm just going to say it. It promotes selfishness. And it made me let go of that and realize that there's so much more to giving than there is to receiving. And so that became a very powerful force to me. And when everyone was really worried about health care in the United States, I'd be like, well, you haven't seen 30,000 people come across the border in one day. That's a healthcare crisis. This doesn't count in my book as a healthcare crisis.
That's right.
Right? And so it just gave me perspective. And a lot of the instructors knew about my work, and so they would go out of their way to give me extra training so that I could provide the care that I would need to provide when I was there. It made me hungry to get more training in areas that I probably wouldn't have sought out. So it became hugely influential.
That's right.
And, when you're doing a project, the project grows you. It just grows you. I mean, you're different than the person you were when you started this project, I'm sure, because the project has grown. You guys are going to be different after this year than you were when you started, because the project will grow you.
That's right.
And the biggest way it grew me was my heart, and just getting out of, getting out of my own way is the simplest way I could say it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doctor? So...
Yeah. So... in the United States, we're very privileged.
That's right.
And we live in a bubble. And, practicing medicine in the United States is very different. We have access to just about anything, especially at Stanford. We do have access to the very best. And sometimes you can get a little bit jaded with that. I think coming on these missions, it helps you expand your mind and realize that the majority of the world's population does not have the resources, and they don't have really the ability to take care of themselves. I mean, just for example, some of the patients we see coming in over the last couple of days, they work, they're factory workers, and they don't have time to do yoga and stretching and eat fresh fruits and vegetables and watch their diet and, be educated on how to take care of their bodies. That's really where the foundation is of health. And so I think there's things that can be done without money or a lot of money. The educational piece, I think that's going to be really important, especially moving forward with healthcare around the world. But for me, coming and seeing this bigger perspective, it really puts things in perspective. I mean, I stopped feeling sorry for myself.
You feel more blessed, you know.
That's exactly right.
When you say that, that's right. Oh.
Exactly right.
What about our students here? Maybe you can share with us your, did it add passion and your commitment now to be a future doctors with heart?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's one of my biggest takeaways as well, was just the importance of connecting with the patient in front of you. Because like Lavina mentioned before, sometimes when you're just head in the books, you forget that at the end of the day, it's about a person as opposed to just facts. So even if you can like recite something really quickly or memorize like your whole textbook, that doesn't make you a good doctor. And I think I really saw this on the medical missions we went to, where I saw like the nurses, the Filipino medical students, like had a really good rapport with the patients. They would ask about their like family, their kids, and I thought that was really warm. So I hope that's something I can take back with me in Hong Kong as well and in the future.
Yeah.
So at school, they always teach us about medical humanities and what it means to empathize with the patients or connect to the patients. But I feel like you really have to experience this in real life to be able to put it into context. So for example, during these 2 days, one really big realization I had was that a lot of Filipinos are very funny. So what I would do, because I worked at the pharmacy on my first day, so while they were waiting for their medication, I would joke with them, or I would talk to them and just converse and just be myself while being professional. And I think a lot of them really appreciated that and also reciprocated my humor, which I was really grateful for. But in general, I feel like these experiences are what makes you feel like you're really making a difference by connecting and caring for the people.
Yes. Okay. Next.
Yes, for me, I think that a really big thing that I learned over this trip was more of a focus on education and reaching out to the people to enable them to understand more about their health. And a big thing I saw was that during consult, when we would talk to patients about lifestyle change, such as doing more exercise, every patient I met was so into the idea of being able to do more things to better their health. And so they always asked us, oh, is Zumba okay? Is basketball okay? Things like that. And so for me, I think that really grew my heart in education, for health education, as many patients are genuinely willing to do more things to improve their health outcomes. However, they don't have the access to the information to do so.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. Programs like these have been really changing for myself and many of my friends, clearly, and it's definitely new than what my service was prior to going to my community. And I think this kind of, even though I've been here for 3 years, it's never felt more like a community than I've ever been. And it really much emphasizes that like home really is where the heart is, and home brings down blood pressure, and home inspires people, and the people at home are the ones that you connect with. And I'm glad that I found home here with not just my peers that I've learned and the doctors that have been mentoring me, but the patients that have come by and treated me as if I'm their own daughter, and the kids that have come by and have called me ate. It's really been heartwarming, and I can't wait to bring that forward with medicine and my journey along in life. So,
That's right.
yeah.
Okay.
So I just finished my first year of high school, and I've never been on one of these programs before, but I think that this program is actually really great, and it's really eye-opening to see how healthcare works around the world. And I think that I didn't know how much how other factors can impact your health, how you don't have access to clean water, or you don't have access to clean water. It just also makes me think about how much of this stuff I take for granted when I'm at home. And I think that this actually does make me feel a lot more passionate about the healthcare field, and I do want to keep engaging myself in these activities.
Okay. The last one. Maybe you can share.
I think a big thing that I was seeing in the medical missions over these last 2 days, like what Megs and the others said, was how everyone is super kind and super welcoming. These two Filipino med students, who, like, because we were on like a quick break because there was a little less patients at the time, because I had trouble like doing the manual blood pressure testing. They were able to let me use their supplies and practice on them, and I was able to have a really good learning moment there. And I think it's just really nice how everyone is super welcoming, and it really inspires me to be the same kind of have the same patient connection with everyone else in my future. Yeah.
Okay, I think hearing from all of you here, Dr. Juliet, I think it's, learning is always a two-way process, right? I've been with you all these years, and I know for a fact that you've been continuing all these projects and programs because as the two doctors said, no, it will really make us better, wiser, and more compassionate to people. Maybe you can share a little about all these medical projects that you have here.
Yeah, so for me, I see not just the projects, but the heart of the people who support these projects, not just the patients, our colleagues, the doctors, the students who get transformed during this process. So I see it as not a project, but an ongoing sharing of our respective journey, and myself learning from the students, from my colleagues, and it's really an ongoing learning. It's an ongoing journey that I think you and I can share, and again, to make this world a better place, especially nowadays where chaos is everywhere. I mean, this is the only level of uplifting activity that I could think of, rather than be dragged down with all the negative things around us. So I think I really welcome everyone's journey here, the sharing, the learning from each other, and really I do appreciate your unending support. You started with us, and without your support initially, we won't even be able to start the project. So thank you, Father Pep.
Yes, it's really a privilege that we promote this noble cause, no, especially when it involves serving the least, the lost, the last in our community. Because I think even the Archdiocese, no, of San Fernando, Pampanga, we have that advocacy, no, to give priority, to give importance to people who are, at the side of the road, and to really take good care of them, no, in any way that we can. No? Maybe I can go back again to the two doctors here. Maybe for your, because we're running out of time, if you can talk to our local doctors, no, maybe give them some sort of an advice, no, and how they can be of help, no, to the vulnerable, no, to the weak in their communities. Maybe I think I could see in you the flame, the fire of passion, no, of commitment to serve, and most of the time, because of the the tall order that we do here, no, because a lot of people are in need of quality health care, no. That's why even doctors, they are sometimes tired and sometimes less motivated also because of the lack of resources, especially in public hospitals that we have, no. But I think it's a good opportunity for you to to advise them and to give them inspiration that they should go on serving in spite of the odds, in spite of the problems and the difficulties that they do. No, maybe you can address our our
well,
local doctors here. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for that question. I know the local doctors work very hard.
Yeah, that's right.
I know they work against a lot of very difficult challenges, low, minimal resources. It starts with the infrastructure. If you don't have clean water and, housing and medical care, then it just escalates. But I think, there's the foundation of health, and that is a good diet.
Okay.
That is good sleep and exercise or movement. And I think those are things that are pretty low cost. I mean, those, so it's really training children and young adults and, for the future, because it's really an individual's responsibility to take care of themselves. And I think that message is really important. But education is something the community, it's something ABC, it's Father, it's something that even you, can enforce. I mean, you look nice and slim. you must be exercising
Thanks
and
to the
eating
good
well.
doctor here.
But it just all starts with education. It's not, I think people are just they're not ignorant per se. They're just not educated, and I think that's really important. And got to get rid of all the sugar in the Philippines.
Yeah.
This is the culinary capital of the Philippines. So we eat so well here.
That's right. So your maybe last message to our local doctors and maybe to patients, no?
Yeah, I first just wanted to say to anyone that's doing healthcare here, congratulations. You're really helping people. And take good care of yourselves so that you can keep doing this for a long time. And, the ways that we take care of ourselves, when you learn how to do something for yourself in the community against the odds, you're going to be able to help teach people better. So if you start an exercise program when there's nowhere to walk on your streets, you're going to be able to tell people how do you do exercise when there's nowhere to walk on your streets. If you find a way to eat healthy when a lot of the options around you are not healthy, you're going to be better at teaching somebody how to do it. So take good care of yourself so you can keep doing this for a really long time. And then for the doctors that have come, there are a lot of the Filipino doctors that came and helped us. You're part of my inspiration. You helped me remember why I'm doing what I'm doing.
That's right.
So we're all in this together. And of course, prevention is 10 times more important than cure.
That's right.
And we all know that. But how do we live it so that we can better help others live it?
Yep. So, any last words, especially maybe you can give some advices to our local medical students here. Okay, well, let's start from you.
I mean, I don't think I have a lot of advice to give because I'm only in my year one, but the past couple days, just being with the Filipino med students, there's a couple med students from year 2 and year 3 that we've been able to talk to. And they're really, really sweet people. They're very, very smart. They were teaching us all about like ECGs last night and what they've gone through. So I'm really grateful to be able to learn from them. And I wish them all the best. I hope that I can come back again and help out.
Okay. Thanks.
Like Nadia said, all the Filipino medical students that we've met on this trip are just so welcoming, so appreciative, but also they are really open and sort of open to talking to us and knowing what we've learned, and we can also learn from them, and they're very willing to share what they know and what they've learned and how that's different from us in Hong Kong. So I think that element of being open and very communicable is something that I respect a lot, and I'm still learning from them. But also, I know that they're extremely smart. Most of the students I've met over the past couple of days, I've been so impressed with how smart they are. So I really do think they are the inspiration of many, many people in and outside of Philippines. So I just hope that they keep doing what they're doing, and they're going to be great doctors one day.
Okay.
Similar to what Nadia said, I'm quite young, so I don't have any advice for them specifically. All I want to say is that I'm so grateful for everyone who's working in healthcare. I know it's very, very difficult for all of them, and I'm so proud of everyone who's willing to put their needs aside to be able to better health for their communities.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, to kind of echo what everyone's been saying, the Filipino med students have not only been mentors to us, but they've been friends to us as well. And I think that's the biggest thing with being a young student is you want to be a mentor yourself and you want to be mentored. So that's for anyone who's still kind of younger and still kind of figuring out their way in life. I think my biggest advice is to be open, have an open heart, try new things, and love the people who are teaching you. And yeah, my favorite saying is go forth and set the world on fire, whether it's in medicine or it's in whatever in life. So yeah.
That's right.
I'm
advice?
also only in high school, but while I was at the medical mission, there was a few students who were at my station, and I just also want to I want to thank them because even though they're still in school, they're also about to graduate and they're almost done. So I'm also really proud of them. But they've also taught me a lot while at my station. I was at pharmacy and they were teaching me a lot about the medicines and how much you have to give per month, and it was really nice to learn from them, and I know that they're also going to be really great doctors and achieve what they want to be in the future.
Yes. Okay. The last one.
Just to go along with everyone else, I also agree. Everyone has been super helpful and super kind and super passionate about everything, and I'm really grateful to be inspired by them. I also wanted to say that we also had 2 Filipino high school students to help us on our medical mission as well, and I loved how they were so passionate and super dedicated. They stayed back for a long time during the medical missions, and I just want to say I was really inspired by them, and I'm really happy to be here to experience this.
Yes, just for your information, our local state university, Pampanga State University, will open a medical school. Yeah, that's right. And I hope in the near future, maybe next year, the good doctor may one day be the resource persons here. And I think the faculty from Stanford can give a lecture here, okay?
Who knows?
Yes, that's right. Because you have been doing this, right?
Yeah, I'd been doing this for a while now, and for me, either when you see people like this with a lot of problems, you just don't know how to help, right? So
Okay.
I look at it like, even if I could just change one life, one
right.
patient
That's
at a
right.
time,
One at a time, yeah.
that's good for me. One student at a time, even 1 or 100 students would change, and you try to be Mother Teresa or whoever. I think for me, I think that's impactful.
That's right.
And that's what keeps me going.
That's right. So listening to all of you here, I would say that there should be a repeat performance. You should come back.
Yeah,
Nice.
well, the students would love to come here every week to be on your radio station.
That's right. And it's a pleasure that we had this spontaneous and instant special program, for ABCs for global health, and maybe you can promote some of the activities, upcoming activities of our foundation, Doc.
Yeah, so the upcoming month we will be visiting different barangays, and most of our barangays we have had them for years, and the purpose of that is for continuity, so we could really change population health, right? So we have 3 indigenous population. We have the provincial jail. And that was an offshoot from one of our
That's right.
programs. Like when one of the inmates just called in live, and he said, "Well, we're also human beings. Why don't you guys come to the jail?" And since we went to the provincial jail, actually they did not have visits to the emergency room, whereas before, at least every week, one inmate will go to the emergency room, and they never came back. They died. But since the advent of these services that we provided to the provincial jail, they actually improved their lives. And those are the people who never get seen. Before they get seen, before they get to the hospital, they have to go through the court system. By the time they get through the court system, they're already dead. So I think that impact alone is so strong in my heart that that we'll keep doing this until we can't do it anymore. I think there's also a role for the government to provide, like if even if there's one mobile clinic per province, that will be enormous, because if one mobile clinic will serve 18 to 20 different villages, you could reach a lot more people with some less cost. And that money is wasted with other infrastructures, but less on connecting with patients. I think connecting with patients is probably the most important thing.
That's right. This is a big cry for help, especially to our politicians, no? Because we have a lot of issues also in the government right now, no? Graft and corruption, and of course malversation of funds. And the Philippine government right now is really struggling, from the president to the Senate, the Congress, and of course the units, local government units and agencies. No, but as the good doctor said, we can do what we can, no, in terms of that personal level. At least touching people's lives one at a time and one single day.
The cost of running the mobile clinic is really 4 million pesos, and that's $100,000. And I couldn't imagine like how much politicians have in terms of money that's wasted. I'm not sure where, but 4 million pesos to serve 10,000 patients, that's very impactful.
That's right. That's why, one of our regular advertisement is the medical mobile clinic schedule of ABCs for Global Health. And I think, there are a lot of, poor communities that the medical mobile have been, regularly visiting. And, we started with a dream, and at least we do have two right now, mobile clinic, and maybe with this program and with the promotions that we do, no, maybe we can ring a bell the hearts of these politicians, at least to give us additional mobile clinics that can really go to far-flung, especially to poor barrios that we have, no? Because one problem here is really the accessibility of healthcare, no? And that's why we need mobile clinics. We only have two right now, functioning two, no? Two mobile clinics. But in the near future, I think, we dream, we pray, we hope that big corporate people can donate, and of course we need more volunteers. Maybe I met a lot of volunteers. Your network and your partnerships with local agencies and foundations also. No? Okay, so just one round, and maybe you can thank our viewers and listeners. And if you want to greet someone from the States, from Hong Kong, you might. Okay, Doc, can you...
Well, it's my daughter's birthday today, so I'm going to give a shout out to my daughter. Shayla,
Yes.
love you, happy birthday. And I also would love to just say to all the people here in the Philippines, you're beautiful, we love your heart, and we're here to help.
Okay, Doc.
Yeah, so I'd also like to say a shout out to the Filipino community. They're beautiful, they smile, they're happy, they dance, they laugh, and just beautiful people to enjoy being around. So,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay, you might want to thank and greet some people special.
Yeah, I think I first should say thank you so much to the Filipino people for having us here, and for being so patient with us and teaching us so much. And salamat.
So you've learned that, huh?
Yeah, hi mom, hi dad.
I'm here. Okay, next.
Just a really big thank you to everyone that I've met over the past couple of days because you made my stay in the Philippines so far so much fun, and I've been feeling so much warmth and so much love. So, mahal kita.
Wow. Sobra.
And hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Lucas, maybe.
Okay. Okay, next.
Yes, I would like to shout out Klein, Dr. Gabiola's niece. She was born and raised in the Philippines. She's only 10 years old, but she's one of the sweetest people I've ever met and is one of the main reasons why I wanted to come back to the Philippines. So, hi, thank you so much.
Okay, next.
Yeah, to kind of echo the thank yous again, everyone I've met has been so welcoming. And the Philippines, thank you so much for welcoming me back. It's been 15 years. And yeah, hello to my parents at home. I know my mom and dad wish they were here and back in the Philippines and showing me all their family, but I'm glad they're letting me experience this, and they're home too. So.
Okay.
To all the Filipinos, I love all the food here. It tastes so good. I've really loved my experience here, and I can't wait to stay for this month. I'm so happy to be here. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mia. Hi, Arya.
Okay.
Yes, hello to all the Filipino people here. It's been a really great time here over the past 5 days, and I really enjoyed everyone who's been on the trip, and every one of the patients were so kind and so nice. Yes. Hi, Mom. Hello, Dad. Hello, Brian.
Okay, so we're on live Facebook and YouTube right now. Doc,
My
your
fellow
last word?
Kapampangan, dakala salamat kay kayong lahat. Father
Totoo.
Pep, dakala salamat, and Apo Seto.
Yes.
Really, we owe this to you to get us started. And Social Action Center of Pampanga,
Pampanga, yeah.
SACOP, was very instrumental in getting us started. Dakala salamat, Maya Pabengi.
And of course, we, pledge our continued support to ABCs for Global Health. No? And I think this partnership will go on for a long time, Doc. Don't worry about it. And to all of you, thank you so much for those, inputs and insights that you shared with us. And I am very sure that all our viewers and listeners today have learned something, from this 2-day medical mission that you have. And again, kindly bring along, the love of Filipinos, no? When you go back to your respective countries. And we hope and we pray to see you and to have you back maybe next year with our talk.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So, inipuin ka kayong among sa impapawidi, Father Pep Bacay po ini, pupuri at pasalamat po kayo kayungan. At sana po rin ikakatamong bisita ngeni will really bring along the love of our countrymen here. At nakalpo salamat at maya pa katpanapon po kay kayungan.